So, hello everyone. This is Devdutt Dharial from Talent Connected Worldwide Immigrations, your one-stop destination for all Canada immigration and related services. This is another great piece of news today for all Canada immigration aspirants. Draw number 233 of the Express Entry was held today, which is 12th of October 2022. Please stay tuned till the end of this video to know everything about this draw. So draw number 233, the date is 12th October 2022, which is today, and it is a Wednesday draw, which basically indicates business as usual. It's a fantastic piece of news that the government has been consistently doing draws every alternate Wednesday, showing their complete sentiments towards immigration aspirants and conveying the message that yes, the backlogs will be cleared and they will basically be taking up bigger numbers very soon. The CRS cutoff now, which is the big news, is 500. It has dropped from the previous 504, and the ITS issued is 4,250, which is 500 more than the previous 3,750. Now, again, it's an all program draw, which is a very big positive. It means every single type of program, and the eighth and the largest express entry draw, as it would be since this entire year. And I personally feel that the way the draws have been happening, every single has been bigger than the previous one. It sends a very positive message out to all the immigration aspirants. Now, Immigration Refugee Citizenship Canada, which is IRCC, it basically offers 10 prominent immigration pathways to aspiring skilled immigrants, entrepreneurs, and students. And Express Entry is just one of those, and it is the most popular and the fastest among the immigration programs. It is synonymously used with the Canada PR for that matter. So the Express Entry, it basically offers immigration pathways through three major streams, which is the Federal Skilled Worker Program, also called as FSWP. It is a pathway for applicants with eligible skilled foreign work experience. Right. The next one is the Canadian Experience class. This pathway is basically for individuals with eligible who have Canadian experience, Canadian work experience. And then the Federal Skilled Trade Program, which is also called FSTP. It is exclusively for immigration immigrants, who are experienced in skilled trade. Then again, on top of that, there are provincial programs, and they all get selected via the Express Entry system itself. Now, in addition to the above programs, Express Entry also draws ITAs, as I said, to the various nomination programs, which have been extremely active, in the last specifically couple of months, I would say since July of this year. Now, these are all program draws, and all it means is that all the ones that I just told, they all are included in, all these pathways are included in this specific draw. After COVID, it was Wednesday, 6th July 2022 when Express Entry draws resumed and all programs, draws started happening. And since then, 8 rounds of invitations have occurred, and invitations to apply have been issued every single time, and the number of invitations is being increased. Now, there are some very interesting statistics that we have since it basically started. It started off with 557 cutoff on the 6th of July 2022, and the number of ITAs was 1,500. Then it came down from 557 to 542, and the ITAs was 1,750. It was a 250 increase every time initially, and then it came down further, the CRS cutoff, to 533, and the ITAs was standing at 2,000. The next draw, which was on 17th of August, it was 525 CRS cutoff with 2,250 invitations. And the next one was 516 cutoff at 2,750 invitations. Then on 14th of September, it was 510, and the number of files that were invited was 3,250. Then it came to 504, which was the last draw, with 3,750 invitations. And finally today at 500 cutoff, it is 4,250 ITAs or 4,250 invitations being given out. So the total number of ITAs since that July initial draw is 21,500, and provinces have been extremely active as well. So all in all, there has been a huge decline, in the CRS cutoff, and there has been an increase in the ITAs. Every time there is a draw, there is an increase in the ITAs. So since the resuming of all these programs, there is this decline. And if you look look at the historic figures, since the 2026 draw, the CRS cutoff has declined by 57 points. So 557, if you remember, was the initial one, and 500 is today. So 57 points have already dropped, and the number of files keeps on increasing with every single draw. It's an extremely positive piece of news for anyone who is an aspirant for Canada PR. The government is continuously, working through this. Now, as the CRS cutoff continues to decline steadily and the draws get larger significantly, this is going to send a very positive signal to people who want to apply, put in their files now. In the last 4 expositive draws, the number of invitations or ITAs, they have been increasing by 500 every time. Last 4 draws, every time you have a 500 increase. Before that, it was 250. So fantastic piece of news, isn't it? Then the government of Canada, they are in a dire need of skilled immigrants. That is the bottom line of the entire story. There is a labor shortage. Every single area, every single industry, there is a labor shortage. The news that came out that they have the lowest unemployment rates itself speaks volumes about their employable population, and the type of deficit they are seeing in their employable population. So they definitely need extremely huge number of people to come join the forces there, workforce there, and contribute to the economy. Now, it is a rapidly growing economy which has never seen recession. These are important pointers for immigration aspirants, because there are stories which keep floating from time to time that people are not getting jobs and stuff. I think that's all bogus to a great extent. You just need to get there, and just be prepared fully. And I'm pretty sure the jobs are waiting for you. Now, the significantly increasing ITAs and a consistently declining CRS cutoff, I think it's a very hopeful future for all aspiring immigrants aiming to settle in Canada through the express entry route. And that is the bottom line message of all these draws. Now, if I really have to talk about a very interesting figure again here is how many people, and we get this question very often, when is it that it is going to come to the pre-COVID levels, the 460s, 450s level? So now if I have to quickly go back, the 10th October data that we have right now, there are 600 people, who are in the range of 600 and above CRS cutoff. The number is only 601 candidates. That means, the people who have points from various in reasons like additional points and stuff like that, their number is significantly smaller now. People who are higher than the 500 range, the number is 2,785, which basically means that even if the draw of 4,250 happens, the same draw size does not even increase, then the CRS is definitely going below 500, right? And then in the range of 491 to 500, there are 6,384, which basically means if I do a rough calculation of all the people in the pool above 491 score, then the number is approximately, I would say, is less than 10,000, which basically means 2 more draws. The CRS cutoff is definitely going to be at the 480 range. So it is a very, very interesting figure. And if you look at the number of people in the pool, you would get a fair idea. And then in the range of 481 to 490, there are 9,784 people who are already sitting in the pool, and so on and so forth. And the number keeps going bigger with the lower CRS. But then the bottom line is, yes, it is going to reach the 470s and 80s and the 60s probably a few months down the line. Probably I would say 4 to 5 months down the line, you should be seeing great numbers here. So please hang on, don't lose hope. Very crucial that you keep all your hopes and aspirations alive, and keep working towards it. Provinces are more than active. Now, if I have to say what are the future estimations, the CRS cutoff during the pre-pandemic all program express entry draws was around 469 points. So that was the last draw. And the current CRS at cutoff at 500, it is not that bad. It is consistently declining, although it is not declining hugely, but it is declining every time. One big draw could mean extremely big thing happening there, a big change in the way we are looking at the draws right now. So things would get cleared out very soon, if I have to say that. Now, if you are new to the express entry system, you would ask, what is this express entry draw? If you are completely new, then it is very important for me to quickly run you through that specific thing. Draws or rounds of invitations are periodically held to invite immigrants to apply for their Canada PR through the express entry immigration program, right, or system. Now, each draw includes a CRS cutoff. Your comprehensive ranking system or the CRS score must be equal to or higher than the CRS cutoff to receive an invitation to apply, or ITA as they call it. The first expression of express entry draw was held on 31st of July 2015. That was the first draw after the express entry system was launched, and the CRS cutoff was 886, huge, and only 779 aspirants were invited to apply. You get your CRS on the basis of so many factors, like your age, experience, your education, your NOC codes and stuff like that. Several criterias are there, and all those constitute your CRS cutoff, just in case you had that question. Now, the impact of the COVID pandemic brought the whole world to a standstill. We all know that, and Canada immigration processes were all put on hold, or they were hugely impacted to the extent that people only for Canadian experience class were being taken at some point of time, and the travel restrictions were huge. They had a huge impact. They had put everything sort of on hold, and the last all program draw, which was held before the pandemic, was draw number 170. It was on 23rd of December 2020. The CRS cutoff was 469 for that, which I just mentioned a few minutes back, and the ITAs issued were 5,000, and post that the draws of FSTP, FSWP were paused indefinitely, and only immigrants belonging to Canadian experience class and PNP were issued ITAs, just to ensure that they're quickly onboarded into the workforce that needs to be deployed. Now, eventually, due to the consistently increasing backlog, the draws for CC pathways were also put on hold, and the last express entry draw of Canadian experience class was draw number 204, and was held on 14th of September 2021. It basically invited 2,000 applicants, and the cutoff was 462, right? And after that, only applicants nominated through the PNP were issued ITAs to apply for the Canadian PR. So the provincial nomination, simply gets you 600 additional points, and you sort of get a jump ahead of the others who are sitting in the pool, right? So all in all, great times with C19, with the tier coming in. We have a detailed set of videos and articles on the tier system. Please go ahead and watch that if you're already into the express entry pool, or if you're aspiring to put your file into the express entry pool. It's very knowledgeable, extremely detailed, and I would say please please go ahead and view them. And now, if you like this video, if you like the content of this video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to our channel to get the latest updates in the Canadian immigration space, and definitely go ahead and share with your friends, family. It's going to be of great benefit to any Canada immigration aspirant. Thank you so much.